it's your girls. Hey. Just kidding. Oh. Hi everyone, it's your girl Jay with the ever wonderful
Yes.
And welcome to the Sleepy Idol, a little bar on 34th and Crenshaw where we sit back, relax, and talk K-pop with our pals. Hello everyone. Another week has passed. I want to real quick give some shout outs in the chat because we have some, friends we haven't seen in a while. What up, Kai? How it do? Hey, Break, as always, the bouncer of the club. What up? Hey, Chrissy, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Today we have like a jam-packed night, but before we start, as always, Jazz, we need to live vicariously through somebody, and we choose you because you do things. How was your week?
I do.
You do. You'll be like, I don't do things. Oh wait, I went to Jamaica. Like literally you said that once.
That was literally like a month and a half ago. I feel like I wish I could go back. I didn't do anything this week.
Oh my God.
I went to work.
Work?
I went to a conference virtually,
okay.
Which I wish I went physically because apparently Jessie J sang, and I'm sad. So I wish I got to see Jessie J.
I'm sorry, what conference was this that Jessie J was just like, no.
Honestly, she was like, no. But it was I don't know if you ever heard of the Grace Hopper conference.
Is that for like...
It's like a female tech.
Oh! Okay, women in STEM. We love to see it. Women in tech. Remember when we went to that one conference? It was like Black women in STEM.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. That was actually, I feel like I did stuff. I need to go physically to conferences because this one, while I did enjoy hearing people talk, I was very easily distracted.
Yeah.
I was in my room.
I mean, yeah, you're not gonna pay attention when it's like a at-home plus it's like nice to go places and when they like comp your hotel and you can feel like you're living it up and you get the fancy exactly.
You get a concert.
Yeah, you can see Jessie J. Literally, I've never seen in a tech concert. Maybe it's like one of those like, that seems like a thing that Google would do, like invite Jessie J and Elon Musk and like, I don't even know, some footballer to like entertain you. Saucy Santana. But yeah, well, at least you went to a conference. I did do one interesting thing. So as you guys know, I'm in an improv class. And so recently they have like a mixer where every Friday night you can go and it's just a bunch of people who like improv and you can do improv together. So it's been really, really fun. Not because I'm good, but because I like to do foolish stuff. And like that place is very accepting of clownery. So I can like come up there and be like, hi y'all, let's get some barrels, and they're like, oh my God, Jennifer, you're so funny, or something like that. Also, I feel like none of these people know me, so I could be a new me. Like I can be like, hi, my name is, Vanessa. I am a stock trader, and I just wanted to do some improv. I joined this improv class because my husband, bought these classes for me or something like that. And they're like, they won't know the wiser because I'll never see these people again. I'm running away as soon as my class is over. No, just kidding. But yeah, so that's what's up. But yeah, hello everyone. Hello, more people in the chat. What's up, Teddy? What's up, Andre? What's up, Kai? Everyone. So before we get started, gotta ask, what are we drinking on tonight? Hey, Jazz, what are you drinking tonight?
I don't even know.
What?
My mom made something. I was like, okay.
Is it a drink?
We got a drink, and then I was like, you didn't get me a drink, and then she was like, I'll make you one. So then, okay.
What is it?
Yes, I think it's a drink.
Can you show it? Can you show it? Can you show it?
It's in a cup.
So okay. Really okay, I thought you were drinking water before. I was like, what kind of clear liquid is this concoction?
I did have water. I think I left it downstairs.
Okay, so water and a special concoction. Everybody in the chat, let us know what you're drinking. I am doing my 64-ounce challenge. I'm finishing it up with my last 32 ounces. So I'm drinking on water tonight, guys. I'm driving tonight, so gotta be safe. Ooh.
You're doing what?
I'm driving tonight, so I gotta be safe. I drove here because to the bar.
Oh.
You're like, I'm sorry. Back it up. Let's see what chat is drinking. We have Chrissy. I'm feeling so fancy, drinking some La Croix. That's how you pronounce it, right? La Croix? La Croix? La Croix. I will say, now Chrissy, I love that you do you, but I would say out of all the sparkling waters, LaCroix is my least favorite. Is that bad?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I don't feel like the flavors.
Yeah, the pamplemousse, that flavor is good.
Pomegranate or actual?
No, it's pamplemousse, I swear. What flavor are you sipping on, Chrissy?
No. I thought it was like an actual fruit. Like there's a different name for the fruit.
Pamplemousse. I'm so serious. Listen, y'all.
I know that's the name of the
She's
flavor,
trying to plug me,
but I thought it was an actual fruit, like a different fruit.
Ah, okay.
Like a French name or something, and we call it something else. I thought that.
Ah, okay. No, you're probably right. I just saw pamplemousse and I was like, okay, add this to my dictionary. Kai's drinking Stella Artois cider. Is that like a hard cider? I could go for that.
What is it?
Stella Artois or Artois or Artois cider. Guys, y'all know I can't read. It sounds alcohol. The Stella sounds alcoholic.
Seen it, but I thought it was just seltzer.
It sounds, I don't know, it sounds like a hard cider. Fortunate drinking good old Crush orange soda. Kale loves orange soda. Andre's drinking bottled Sprite, but I have an amaretto sour while having dinner with my sister, and I'm on vacation here in North Carolina. Okay, Andre, you win. Fancy. Oh, you fancy, huh? And Chrissy is also sipping on a raz cranberry. That sounds delicious. Is that like a Welch's juice? Maybe. I don't know.
Like cran grape?
Yeah. Cran grape, white cranberry. That sounds delicious. Okay, yeah, Kai says it's a alcoholic cider. All right, well, I hope we all have our snacks, have our food, have our drinks, and we're all comfortable because tonight we have a long ass list. I don't know how we let it get this long, y'all, but I guess because we we had a lot to talk about from last time, but I feel like it's always nice when we have a lot. So let's start off with some good news. Calling the retirement home, calling all second gen fans, we have some news for us. All right, so get the canes, let's walk out, because one Miss Kara is having a comeback. That's right. The iconic group, second gen group Kara, their agency announced on September 19th that they will be releasing an album to commemorate their 15th anniversary debut coming this November. So it's actually been 7 years. This will be their first comeback in 7 years since the final release, which was their 7th mini album, In Love, back in May of 2015. Now, what's really, really interesting is that Kara is one of those groups where some people left, some people stayed, some people are added. So for this 5-person comeback to happen, they announced that it would be all members, including Nicole and Jung, who actually left in 2014. After which, you guys probably remember, they had a show to get a new Kara member, and that's where Youngji, she joined. She was in the group for a couple years, and then all the original members left, and then it was kind of her, and there was kind of like this meme where it's like Kara is Youngji and Youngji is Kara, because she technically was the only Kara member left. So it'll be really interesting because we never had a version of Kara where both Youngji, Nicole, and Ji Young were in it simultaneously, which will be really, really interesting. And so they're not only going to release this comeback, but they're actually going to promote it. So we should be seeing them on variety shows and things like that. Jasmine, are we excited? Are we excited for this? How much of a Kara fan are you? Because I never know with older girl groups.
I know none of their songs.
Oh my god, not a single one.
Kara songs.
Oh my god, this is the first time we're gonna.
They're the ones that do the suspenders, right? That's them, right?
I'm sorry, Jess.
Mr.
But
That's Mr., right?
You're going to jail, Jess. Period. Yeah, that's Mr.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. So I know you are like, you're not really for the girl or older girl groups, right? You like 2NE1 though.
I mean, I like Girls' Generation. Some of their songs.
That's true.
I like 2NE1. Some of their songs as well.
That's true. But yeah, they had Mr. was like their big breakout hit. You know, they also had a lot of different hits like what is it? Pandora, Step, you know, step. Wait, not what is it? Stepping up.
Yeah, like I feel like I've heard the songs. I just don't know.
That's fair.
I just don't listen.
That's fair. Well, I yeah, that was the first thing when I was like, how well does Jasmine know Kara? But I feel like they had a lot of hits. I feel like it's really weird with second gen because I'm starting to feel a bit old. I'm starting to feel like a lot of people don't really remember unless you were like Girls' Generation in 2NE1. I feel like people don't really give other, you know, second gen powerhouses their like well-to-do moments very often. And it's really weird because yes, maybe not everyone was like an SNSD, but like a lot of people did have their hits and had their place and like made their mark and stuff like that. I definitely would attribute Kara to like the renaissance of like second gen when it came to being like super popular, or that end of younger second gen, I guess, when it came to being popular in Japan. They really did that really well. But I'm really excited to see them, you know, come back as five, because it definitely wasn't something that I would have put on my 2022 bucket list, seeing like a genuine like comeback from them. So hopefully it's nice. I'm gonna jump into chat real quick. So yeah, okay, yeah, people, name some of your favorite Kara songs. Andre says, I'm so excited for this. Wish Hara were here. Rest in peace, Hara. I was listening to Kara on the plane down. Yeah, they have Step, Lupin, Mamma Mia. Do you know Mamma Mia?
I think I've heard of this.
Shijakia, Mamma Mia, eat okay. I'm like not doing the right moves, so that definitely does not help. I'm just wiggling my titties.
That's why I didn't know. That was it.
Chrissy says, also Pandora, that was my 2012 song of the year. Shoot, Kara was doing big numbers in Japan. Weren't they even bigger than SNSD in Japan, if I remember right? It was either they're like toe to toe or they're like even bigger. I just remember it was surprising that they were the ones that were like killing it Japan, because it was like kind of random. I feel like, I don't know. I think so. But overall, super excited. And I was super happy to hear this news. And yeah, good luck to Kara, where we're gonna be anticipating it. We've had an SNSD comeback. I don't think we're ever getting a 2NE1 comeback. Who else? Have we had a TR come back recently? I think some of them did something. I think some of them did something recently. Maybe I'm making it up. But either way. Second gen girl groups fighting. All right, y'all can go back into the retirement home. We're done with that. I'm just kidding. Big Bang? Oh yeah, Big Bang does have. The thing is, and this may just be me, but and Jazz, you can tell me if you feel the same way. When somebody comes back but they don't promote it, does it make a sound? Like, you know what I mean? Like, do you?
I mean, they make a sound though sometimes. Like, remember like Flower Road or whatever before they went to the army?
That's true.
I feel like that was like they didn't promote that, and it was like a big song for what it was. This song also I thought did well, like the one that they came back
it
with,
did
even if they did.
I think it's just me. I'm just bitter. I'm bitter because, and we'll talk about it, because one Mr. Kyungsoo dropped an album and did not sing any of them songs once. He literally recorded it on his freaking voice memo and said, here hoes, and we said,
because now he has a drama, he's doing stuff, you know.
It is.
Is it Netflix? I don't think it's on Netflix.
No. The thing is, it's criminal that Dio has a voice like that, but he ain't want to sing. Like, give your voice to somebody else then, sir. Stop hoarding it. I'm mad. Let me not get into it because I could talk about this all day. This is interesting. Chrissy says 2NE1 comeback should have been in 2021. It would have been perfect. That would have been really cool.
Oh yeah, that's so true. 2NE1.
Ooh, they really missed that. Ooh, that would have been perfect. Go Summer is another one.
I probably tried, and they were like, no.
Probably. He was like, all right, pay me $2 million.
No.
Yeah. Wait, what? Top adopted 2 robots?
How do you adopt a robot?
I gotta go.
Wouldn't that just be, you just bought a robot? How do you adopt it?
Listen, that young man, he's very eccentric and we love him for it. All right, so moving on to the next topic. So yes, I was hoping that the BoA stans, particularly you jumping BoA since 07, were in here because we have a rare BoA controversy, which happens once every 13 years. Like, literally, this is crazy. And at first I thought it was just like nothing, but I kept seeing articles about it, so I did want to talk about it because I was like, BoA getting dragged? This is crazy. All right, so this whole scandal is in relation to the variety show that's currently airing on Mnet, Street Man Fighter, which is kind of like a sequel to the hit show Street Woman Fighter that happened last year, where it just takes a bunch of like underground hip hop crews and they basically battle it out to see who wins at the end. They do like different challenges, they release music videos, or like not music videos, but videos, and then depending on how many views and likes they get certain points. And it's basically a challenge, like competition show. So the scandal starts with the fact that BoA, she's currently one of the main judges on the show. So the judges on the show are her, and she actually was a judge last year for Street Woman Fighter as well, Super Junior's In Hyuk, and 2PM's Woo Young. This is from last year. Oopsies. This was the lineup last year. But last year had Taeyong, and then Daniel's the host of the show. So he's not a judge, but he's on it as a host. And then the guy to the far left, I read about him. He was in a group. I'm like, that random? I'm just kidding. He looks like a random. Look how like stylish they are. Stop.
And then he's just like, he looks like the director.
His stands are gonna come first, Jas.
It's not my fault. He literally is standing next to them looking like models, and then he's like, hello, I just came from golf. I mean, he's still living luxury. Golf is not a cheap sport, so
not him catching strays just for being in the picture. But yeah, so they're currently the 3 judges, not them. I don't know why I don't have do I have a picture at all? No. Okay, I do have a picture. Okay, so Woo Young from 2PM, In Hyuk from Super Junior. So off the bat, people are like, okay, this is a street dance fighter show. Why are 3 idols doing the judging? Like, at least if there's going to be one idol, have other people that are like street dancers, mainly choreographers, etc., etc. But, the show started, you had to let bygones be bygones. But this criticism kind of reached a head this most recent episode. Basically, when two dance teams, there was basically this thing called like a dropout round where 2 of the crews go head to head and they face each other in a dance battle in different rounds. And so whoever wins gets to stay, and then whoever lost gets eliminated off the show. Now, I'll say I had a problem with this because I actually did watch Street Woman Fighter. The eliminations are very dumb. I don't know why they eliminate people at all. It just, there's not even that many crews to begin with, and they could just keep everyone and tally up scores. But yeah. So it was like very, very heated. And so basically the 2 groups was a dance team named Prime Kings and another dance team named Bank 2 Brothers. So they did round 1. I forget who won. I think it was Bank Two Brothers, and then they did round 2, and I think Prime King won, and then they did round 3. Now round 3, like each round had themes. Like the first round was it was like ace against ace, so the ace dancer of your team, of one team versus the other one. The second round was duos, so it'd be like a duo of 2 dancing, and then the third round, it was really big because it was the leaders. So it was like, oh, they're like, you know, whole pride is on the line, like which leader is going to be better. And so they danced, and the leader of Prime Kings is named Trix, and the leader of Bank Two Brothers is named J-Rock. So they went up against each other, and in my opinion, as I'm watching, because basically that's the contention here, people felt like the score, like the result of that dance battle was wrong. So a lot of people felt that Prime King's Trix should have won, and as somebody who actually watched it, it was insane. I was gonna play it, but I think it's a bit too long and it has copyrighted music, and I don't want Susan to come for me. But he really killed it. Like you could just tell by the audience, everyone was like, oh my god, he was doing all these crazy tricks and crap like that. And it's what you're seeing right here. They ended up throwing up a blank vote, which is basically where instead of putting up one person's card or the other person's card, like the judges, to say which one you're voting for, they put up both cards basically saying it's like a draw. So because it was a draw, they had to dance again. And the second time they did, the leaders had to do their round again. But the second time, they gave the win to J-Rock, and it was actually split. I think Inhyuk voted for Trix. No. Inhyuk, I think he voted for J-Rock from Bank to Bros. I think Wooyoung voted for Trix for Prime King, and then BoA, she voted for J-Rock. So that gave them their point. And so at the time, it was 2-1, but by the end of the 5 rounds, because it was basically they did 5 rounds, whoever won through those 5 rounds got to stay. Bank to Bros won. So a lot of people are really, really pissed because they were like, what the heck? It was messy. Now, my thing is, and my confusion was, people were specifically hating BoA. And I was like, girl, there's 3 judges. What do you mean? Like, there are 3 whole judges. So I was like, is this Miss Misogyny rearing her ugly head once again? And so it was a couple things. I was looking into it that were the reason why BoA was getting targeted in particular. So they're all 3 judges, but I guess there's like this status they kind of give BoA, and the fact that she's the oldest out of the 3. It's BoA. You know, she was here last time, and she's kind of like the queen. You know, she does like, you know, give a lot of commentary, but they all give commentary. So it kind of, I guess people think she's like the brains behind the operation or whatever. Secondly, there was a particular part where during the dance battle between J-Rock and Trix, where the Trix's team, Prime Kings, they're like crumpers, right? So during his crumpation, he like literally jumps off of stage and starts like crumping like in front of BoA or whatever. And she's like kind of taken aback. So after their, you know, battle, she's like, oh my God, I was like low key kind of scared. And her and Wooyoung start joking about how like she thought that he was gonna hit her, and Wooyoung was like, should I call the police or whatever? So people thought that was disrespectful to joke about because don't do this to me, Jen. People thought that was disrespectful to joke about because it's like, here are these 2 guys trying to lay their life on the line, you know, leaving everything on the floor so they can try to, you know, stay in the group, you know, leader against leader, it's big. And she's like joking about the fact that she thinks that she was gonna get hit. And then also, I personally think, I didn't really see this, but I also personally think, I think people blame BoA, because like I said, for that final round, Inhyuk voted one way, Wooyoung voted another way, and kind of how they show it, it's like Wooyoung, Inhyuk, BoA. And so as the last vote, and she would be like the tiebreaker, it looked like she was like tie breaking, but they really all flip around their panels at the same time. So that would have just been the vote. Like, you know how it's like, oh, he voted this way, he voted this way. BoA, it's your choice to see who wins. But no, they all flipped it around at the same time. So, okay. Yeah, so it just was like really, really messy. But it led to a lot of people like, and another thing that I wanted to point out when I was watching it, it was really weird because like Woo Young, when they first did this blank vote, he was like hyping up the fact that like, oh, did you expect us to come to a decision? That was crazy. We need a rematch, right? Do you hear me? Like he was hyping up the fact that he was like, yes, I feel like they were equal, so we need to do a rematch.
I didn't pay for this.
Yeah, exactly.
Producers told me to do this, so I'm gonna hype it up.
Exactly. Very much like, are you not entertained? Like that kind of thing. So I was like, y'all need to come for him too. But essentially, yeah, the people just seem to place BoA in the center of this. And it led to people like criticizing her, saying stuff like, why is she a judge? Her like feedback is boring and stale. She's in no position to judge others. That she's not that good of a dancer. Just a lot of negative stuff. You know, that were just like, why is she even here? Like, who is she to tell these people that they're not good or whatever? There's a couple other things. Like, there was a clip of the members of Prime Kings kind of after the rematch, kind of like discussing amongst themselves. And all of them are also very confused as to why there was even a rematch in the first place. Like, it didn't make sense. And then I think also fans might have been kind of emotionally stimulated. Because if you see at the end, when Prime Kings does get eliminated, they all are like basically crying, breaking down in tears, especially the leader Trix. He really blames himself because that was like them losing that round was a very much pivotal moment in the overall battle. And it made it so. It was really sad. So basically, I told you how each round had a theme. The first round was aces, second round was duos, third round was leaders, fourth round was group, and then fifth round was the maknaes, so the youngest member. And so his whole thing is that he didn't want his youngest member to have to dance battle against their youngest member. So he was like, yeah, I'll win my round. So, but like you won't even have to battle because we'll already have won by then. And so since he lost, and then the groups, I think the group went one way, made it so they had to do the fifth round. The youngest member had to battle, and then the youngest member for their side lost, and that's how they lost. So it's kind of like the youngest member lost it for them, but then he feels bad because he's like, no, I lost it for us because you should have never had to battle. So he was basically just being like, oh, this is proof that I'm an unqualified leader, and it was really, really sad. So I feel like a lot of fans were probably super emotionally charged by that, and they were just like, we need somebody to blame. What about that chick in the middle? Like, you know. So it's quite sad. So yeah, it got so bad that BoA actually took to her Instagram account to address the situation. And so basically, here's a screenshot of the Instagram, her kind of screenshotting the issue. And she said, the judges don't even decide the battle teams. Would it have been better if Two Bank Brothers was eliminated instead? I'm getting tired of constantly thinking like this. And so SM also stepped in, and they warned that they were going to take legal action against the malicious comments, saying there are currently malicious comments being spread through the artist's social media, online communities, and portal sites. These acts are against the law and are subject to punishment. We'd like to inform you we're currently gathering evidence to pursue legal action in both civil and criminal courts. To protect our artists, we're constantly monitoring for evidence, and we're currently pursuing legal action. We'll continue to pursue legal action until those who engage in against those who engage in criminal behavior. So, couple questions. Do we think that there's like BoA side, do we think there's merit to people not liking the fact that they're idols judging this street show?
Yeah. But I also think like there are there are idols who are dancers that are really good.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're sometimes could be at the same status of the people that are in these groups.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I think I wouldn't be mad if like, I don't know, like Edon's really good at dancing. And I feel like if he was a judge, I'd be like, oh, okay, he's really good. Like, so I'm interested in to see like what he has to say.
Mm-hmm.
BoA, from what I remember, she's a good dancer, so I don't really mind. I just think that there should be a limit. Like you should have dancers of different like spaces. Like a person that came from like a dance crew, person that is an idol dancer that's really, really good, and like maybe some, I don't know, like another category of a person, maybe just a really good choreographer. Something where it's like you have different viewpoints, so it's not just the same thing.
Yeah. In addition to Edon, do you think there's any other idols that you think people would be okay with judging this show?
10. Who else? I think Kai's a good dancer. Like, there's dancers that I'm like, they're good. I feel like I just listed like SM people.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're part of the problem, Jas. You SM stan.
Momo would be good.
Ooh,
I think Momo's good. Who else is a good dancer?
I think it's interesting because
there's other dancers I just can't think of.
Yeah, I think it's interesting because there are a lot of good idol dancers, but I feel like Taemin. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I would. It's weird though because I would think if anyone was like finna like be like the premiere, it was BoA, right? People respect the fact that she's been doing it since she was 13. She's done so many different styles. I don't think she's ever been like a dance battler or anything like that or underground, but you know, she like, you know, learned the basics and she has a lot of seniority. She's been in the business for a while. So I was honestly really shocked that it was her of all people that was getting this much criticism. Now, I did leave out some stuff. I was surfing the Street Women Fighter Reddit, and there are some people saying that some of the comments, I'm gonna say from Colored Fernyard on Reddit, said that some of the Korean comments about BoA go beyond her actual judging and are instead about specific words she uses and how she comes across as disrespectful and rude. For example, she refers to the dancers as 제, which is basically this kid, that kid, which is really quite rude in Korean if it's not somebody you're familiar with. She also in the most recent episode said B2B are, oh god, my Korean, 성에 가없다, which means basically half-assing this, which again comes across as pretty rude and hurtful. This is all in addition to what folks have already noted about her judging decisions and commentary, not knowing things about the contestants, not learning their names, etc. All that to say that a lot of the Korean comments, criticism, not the harassment, are complaining about how she treats the dancers as below her instead of as professionals they are. Part of the reason why BoA is getting a lot more flack than the other judges, beyond sexism, obviously, is because she talks down to the dancers a lot more than they do. That's what they're saying. I don't know, like, because not that she, like, okay, I'm not gonna say I know all the rules of Korean, but like I thought that she was more senior than a lot of them. I don't know how that works, but it might be people nitpicking or whatever, because I thought the whole point is that we're rough, we're tough, we battle, we're disrespectful, we flick you off while we're dancing. So I really don't know. But yeah, I would think if anyone was like that person that people would be like, all right, she can be here, she can roll with us, it would be BoA. But it seems like they feel like her commentary isn't very thoughtful or whatever. But I don't know, there's a part of me that just feels like she's being kind of targeted because she's a woman and stuff like that. I don't know. Here's the thing, I can only offer so much. Like I said, I watched Street Women Fighter, did not watch Streetman Fighter aside from this particular episode, just so I had the basis of what needs to be said. But I'm gonna jump into chat real quick to see what people are saying in terms of who she should be. So Kai says like somebody like J-Hope, that is his thing.
J-Hope would be good.
Yeah, I think he started street dancing, so he knows for sure, you know. Ooh, okay. Let's see. Taemin, I did see that somebody said Taemin. Yeah, there are a lot of talented dancers in Korea leading their dance fields. Why are they not judges? Yeah, I think there is a whole thing about how Trix, the leader of Prime Kings, won some type of like crumping competition or something, like worldwide. So like, you know, he's pretty good. But yeah, I don't know. It's very interesting that they decided to pick 3 idols. And okay, y'all. Interesting that I feel like they purpose, because, you know, in here, Wooyoung, both second gen older idols. I feel like that was on purpose, but I feel like people still are like, why idols though? Like, I don't know. I mean, you mentioned it, and I was kind of like, no offense to the Woo youngsters, don't come for me if I didn't send for you. Like, out of all the girlies, Woo Young from 2 p.m. was Juno busy or just kidding? Was J Park busy? No, just kidding. He hasn't been in.
J Park, no,
J Park hasn't been in 2 p.m. since 1933, so I don't know why I'm saying this, but I was just like, okay. In here, I guess he's fine. I don't know. I know the dance line of Super Junior is In Hyuk, Donghae, Shindong. Who else? Who am I forgetting?
Is there someone else?
Yeah, In Hyuk, Shindong, Donghae. There's 4. I can't remember. I swear, it's a 4-person dance line.
Was it Hanggang?
I mean, maybe probably at one point.
Is he still in the group? I'm pretty sure it's the 3 of them.
Somebody, like, am I crazy? No, I don't know. It's not Heechul. Definitely not Heechul. In Hyuk, Donghae, Shindong. Who's the 4th? I swear there's a 4th dance line. Let me real quick, because this is ridiculous. Super Junior dance line. Super Junior in love.
It's not him. It's not real. It's not Cry.
Oh yeah, definitely. Okay.
It's not.
Wow.
Not
yeah, you're right. I don't think, maybe I'm confused. I swear they were dancing 4s like back in the day.
Like, it might be. Are you sure it's not like? Oh, was Kpop a dancer?
I don't know what that young man was. I'm sorry. I'm not quite sure.
I don't know who that man is.
I might sound ridiculous, but I do not know who that man is. Okay, y'all. Apparently there's some phantom 4th member of Super Junior's dance line that I created in my head.
It's you.
It's me. Sorry.
I'm in the back.
I'm suddenly in every single music video if you look back. Okay, I think it might have, was it Sungmin? It may have been Kpop. I'm talking about back in the day though. So maybe okay, maybe I'm crazy, y'all. I'm sorry. But yeah, I just felt really bad because it's really sad. But yeah, one of my next questions was, why do you think that people seem to be going hard at the distaste for idols for this season, but there wasn't as much controversy last season when it was BoA, Taeyong, and Hwang Sang-hoon, who, like I said, he was in an SM group.
Oh, he's
the guy in the golf hat. That you had your foot on his neck as soon as he made his first appearance. Jas.
He was swinging at me with his golf club. It's not my fault. Anyway,
you said,
what's his
name?
No. Where's he from?
His name is Hwang Sang-hoon. So I read that he was in an SM group that like literally promoted for 1 year called like BlackPink. But when he was on the show, I think they were pushing him as some type of like producer, dance producer, music video producer, something like that. I forget. I'm sorry, guys. I have the memory of a goldfish. But yeah, it was not only was it one idol in BoA, it was Taeyong, who I might sound ridiculous, is a very young idol, right? So I mean, there were some people who were like, but do you think, why do you think people, it doesn't seem like it went this hard in terms of people being not liking the fact that it's like idol judges?
Well, I mean, he's the choreographer, so maybe that helped.
True.
They're like, oh, that's a different twist.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Yeah, I was thinking maybe they rehearsed it.
Strictly dancing as an idol.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like I don't know. I was really surprised that more people weren't like Taeyong. Not because I'm anti Taeyong, y'all. Don't come for me. All right. I'm
and I like him. I was like, wait, why is he a judge?
Yeah.
I forgot that he was a judge.
You're like, wait, I'm a fan and what's going on? Oh, but wasn't Taeyong on the street dance scene before he became an idol like Daniel as well? Was he?
I thought he wasn't a dancer at all. I thought he became a dancer when he became a trainee, which is why I thought people, when they compare Ten and Taeyong, they're like, Ten can dance because he can do, like, he was a dancer, and then Taeyong just is a dancer who learned to dance. Or a person that learned to dance.
Maybe. Well. I don't know their lore as well, but yeah, I don't know. Because in terms of commentary, to be for real, like, if I remember Street Women Fighter, no one was really offering that great of commentary. So if that's the problem with the commentary and the feedback, then I feel like, I don't know. I don't know. There's a part of me that wants to say it's pretty sexist or whatever, but again, especially when that person was describing some of the more nuances in the way she speaks, I'm not going to understand that. So if that's something that people don't like, but I thought it was overblown. Like, when people were like, oh my God, I can't believe she's saying she's scared. Like, I guess I get it, but like, literally, you have to understand. And I'm going to just show the video just so he literally jumped off the stage and started. I'm like, sir, return to your. Nobody said y'all be swinging at me.
Aggressive too, so it's like,
yeah.
Like, swung one way and smacked me. And then people then they understand.
I'm like, wrap it up. All right, Kai, thanks for hanging out. Asha says Daniel should have been a judge. Interesting.
I guess.
I don't know. I feel like he was smart not to be a judge, because then he probably knew there was potential to get hate. So he was like, let me host. But yeah, everyone say goodnight to Kai. She's heading out. Thank you for hanging out, Kai. Ali says it was personality. The women in Street Women Fighter had personality. Maybe, I don't know, all the women that show in the dance crews dance crews are for endorsements throughout the show. Yeah, I mean, overall I just kind of felt bad, because it's like, dang, like, all she did was like judge, and I don't know, it's just very weird that all of the hate's coming to her when there are two other judges and producers, because who knows if it wasn't the producers saying like, yeah, we're gonna need more footage, so make sure you somehow get them to do all 5 rounds, because, you know, we gotta fill 2 hours for some reason. Them variety shows be long.
I feel like there's always like a goal, like, I don't know, I feel like shows where there are judges, they always want like that one judge that's a little bit more harsh, like the Simon Cowell or the Gordon Ramsay of the judging. Yeah, and I feel like that could be, they were like, you could be more harsher with your tone because you're more senior, like you have seniority, so you're gonna be the one that can say more harsher things.
Yeah, which I'm like, I feel like the whole thing that they try to sell with the show is that, oh, we don't go by the rules, we're rough and tough, we're battle dancers, like we're gonna like say that you suck, we're gonna say that we can beat you, well, not you suck, but, you know, we're gonna say, oh, this should, like, there's like this whole thing where like one of the, like, when they found out who they were gonna battle, they're like, oh, you'll beat him easily and stuff like that. So it's just like, why is it okay for them to talk tough to each other, but then BoA's like, and everyone's like, my pearls, like, they were saying some stuff like they oh no,
calm down. He has a name. I don't know what it is, but it's a name.
Yeah, I don't know. Listen, I'm a BoA defense squad here, so you're not gonna get me to say that she but I just think like y'all are in for a rough ride, because I also think it's extra because they were the first team to get eliminated, so people are probably very, very sad and salty and stuff like that. Like, you know, it's just giving me Produce, where people would be super evil and vindictive when, you know, the top 12 were forming, but then like 2 weeks later they'd be like, who? Like,
honestly. Or a year later, they're like, I don't remember who the heck was
Exactly.
Who was I rooting for?
Exactly.
I think I remember that guy.
Whoever that is. But yeah. So overall, I think BoA will be fine. People will probably let it blow over, but hopefully she doesn't take this too personally, because I don't even think it's that big like a thing. All right, moving on. Bum ba-da-da-dum bum ba-da-da-dum bum ba-da-da-dum bum bum. What you looking at? What you looking at? What? I thought we were gonna go do it together.
What is? I don't even. I thought it was like, what you looking at?
Is it?
Something like that.
Not me doing it completely wrong.
Don't they do something like that? At least something where it's like something over your eyes. It was like something like that.
What you looking at? What you looking at? Somebody, I was gonna say somebody do it for us. I can't see if you're doing it. Make sure you're dancing at home. But yes. The thing is, it seems that HYBE cannot catch a break because they're under fire. All right, so HYBE recently put out this documentary, multiple parts, for Sserafim, which basically chronicles their lead up to debut. So it kind of sees their struggles, the things they did, what they went through, and particularly in one of the episodes, episode 3, there was a controversial scene that is making its rounds on Twitter. So basically, during this episode, the girls have a photo shoot, and after the photo shoot, their management team sits them all down and talks to them. And so essentially, the management team talks, specifically the management team lead. He talks about how after seeing the photo shoot, how self-management, especially during promotional periods, is really important, and he feels like they're not 100% in that area. So the kind of elephant in the room is that by like self-management, he means obviously like what you look like, weight, looking good, looking slender or whatever. So he goes on to say that the company will offer support to them, but ultimately self-management is up to them, and they need to think about how it's important to strictly manage themselves. So a lot of people are like, this is crazy, because particularly, like I said, you just saw a photo shoot. These girls are extremely thin. So it was confusing as to what the heck this man was talking about, because these girls are very, very thin. Now, one moment that really, really stood out that was almost somewhat controversial, but then somebody offered a different interpretation, was that, and following up the management team telling them this, Sakura, one of the members of the Sserafim, speaks up and basically goes on to say that why she's upset, and that the team has been working hard, and that she doesn't want them to stress from things like this, because she's seen members struggle and get criticized about things like that before. And so the controversy in the translation was basically that she goes on to say that they'll work hard and they'll do their best and they should put their best foot forward. And a lot of people interpreted that as her agreeing with the company that they need to manage their weight. But then a fan on Twitter, at Saku1339, offered, I guess, a reinterpretation, a better translation, where essentially what Sakura says is, it's a bit unfair. We're really tired. I don't want to be stressed about something like this because I've seen members struggle because of criticism. It's really hard and requires our best efforts. Right now, we don't have much time, but good results must be shown. So I want the members to focus on what we're doing. We don't have this problem in the group either. If I gain weight, I'll eat a salad while other members will eat whatever they want. That's how we've always been. We know we're being taken care of by the company, but this is something we'll do on our own. So essentially it was like, we're fine. Our weights are fine. Why are you even bringing this up? It's so stressful. If we see a problem, we'll nip it in the bud or whatever. But a lot of people were peeved about this for 2 reasons. One, obviously these very skinny girls were being told by this management team to watch their weight. And 2, why did HYBE even put this in the final cut? Like, what was our motive? So Jasmine, as the premier HYBE stan, we need to know, what are your faves doing? What is HYBE doing? Why do you think they put it in the documentary? Like, what were they trying to show?
First of all, I didn't even know this existed until, until I read that we were going over it. So, with that, I don't know what they're thinking. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe they were just like, we have to put it, like, they didn't have that much footage, and they were like, all right, we need like an extra 10 minutes. What do we got? And this was the least.
This was the least controversial
the nicest thing that they have of leftover footage.
Oh no. Oh no. That's
Hopefully that's not the case. Maybe they were just like, this ain't that bad. And they were just like, they put it in and they're like, oh, I see what you mean. Probably should have taken that one out.
Yeah, I don't know. It was really weird, and I think it made Sakura look good after like those translations were clarified, because it was her kind of standing up for her group saying, "Shut your ass up! I will eat salads when I feel. Otherwise, these chicken wings, I'm about to bust them down." So, but yeah, it was very, very strange, and I think specifically, I'm gonna bring this up, okay, guys? Don't feel. I think because HYBE will always be big hit or whatever, has that association, and how particularly I think Big Hit was praised with how they brought up BTS and the freedoms they gave them, and etc., etc. I think people are extra taken aback to see that, similar to other companies who have this very strict dangerous weight management of their idols, HYBE seems to be succumbing to that as well, because why else tell girls that are already very thin to start managing their weight, or that their photo shoot wasn't up to 100%? It really doesn't make sense, and I feel like that's very dangerous, especially because they're already so thin. It's like, why are you saying this to us? Is it because you think we're fat, or because you think we're not like the ideal body? Very weird, HYBE. Very weird.
Or maybe they're going to show like, oh, like they're trying to highlight that and they said it, but it can't, like, they shouldn't have said it at that time. Like, oh, we're giving you freedom to do this or whatever, and it was just like, it just came off wrong. It was like, oh.
That's fair, because I do think it's a positive that they're like, we're not going to make you get on strict diets, but we expect you to make sure you're managing that. I guess that's better than being like, you can only eat a cup of leaves a day. Yeah. 3 cucumbers and 2 breaths of air. Like, seriously. But yeah. So I mean, what? Shout out to Kuda, and also Kuda, we got the same hairstyle. So listen, am I in the Sserafim? What you looking at? What you looking at? But yeah, shout outs to her. Also, gosh, like, I was like really taken aback to think that this girl like a couple years ago knew no Korean, and now she's just fluently being like, okay, listen here, girls, we will manage what we want to manage, to like these like higher up management teams. That was really impressive. Lastly, before we wrap up this topic, I did want to say I saw this really insightful and like, we live in a society type comment when I looked this situation up on Panchoa, and the user or the commenter said, grown ass man who eats 3 full meals a day, telling a bunch of girls to starve themselves so he can pocket money out of their income. Disgusting. And it is kind of interesting, because it's like, while you tell them to manage their weight, and I get it, they're famous, it's like, how when you get to go home and eat the chicken wings, you telling these young thin girls to make sure they watch what they eat. It's kind of insane if you think about it. So overall, good luck to the Sserafim.
Oh, wait, who was saying this to them?
So basically, they were sitting down with their management team, and the person who was saying these things was the management team leader.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, you thought it was Bang Hyung-suk, or what is his name? Bang PD Bang.
Yeah, because I was like, how do we know what this man's eating? Maybe he also is
okay, benefit of the doubt, Jazz. Okay, devil's advocate, Jazz.
I thought it was like somebody we know. Like, I thought, but it sounds like it's just a random like guy that's like part of the management team. who's just like, I'm just here to say what they're trying to say.
It's like,
this is my job.
Please blur my face. Oh, great question. Andre asks, are there no women in that room? There was one. There was one who did speak about some of this stuff. I forget what the guy, the management team lead, he was the one who like said the bulk of like the, you know, you need to manage yourself. But there is a woman that that did speak. There are a few. Oh, okay, there were a few. All right, so moving on. All right, I do like to get messy every now and then, but I didn't see this topic as being messy more than I saw it being inquisitive, thoughtful. So this is the tea. This year, we've had two really stellar rookies in HYBE and NewJeans, right? I feel like people can pretty much definitively say that they are the breakout girl groups of 2022. But, you know, when it comes to end of the year award shows, there tends to only be one, you know? One person that can win the rookie award, etc., etc. So I saw a lot of interesting discussions about who they think are going to bag what at the end of the year award shows, and why some people are saying that if it isn't one person over the other, there might have been some foul play at hand. All right, so first of all, on the left, ding, 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 we have HYBE. They debuted December of 2021. They already have 3 hit songs under their belt and 11 Love Dive. And I would say that after like their most recent single is a hit. I didn't know this until very recently, but they've actually sold over 2 million albums, which is including all 3. They have 3 albums so far. And their last album or most recent album, After Like, has actually already sold 1 million copies. Like, they're a million seller. Now, I don't know if that's on Gaon or Hanta. I know the girls like to do that discrepancy, but I thought that was pretty insane for a group that, you know, hasn't even been active for a year. And then, of course, they have what people are saying is the 4th gen it girl, Karina, eat your heart out. No, just kidding. The 4th gen it girl. I had to make a little jazz because we, you know, for podcast needs. No, listen, S-Bites, don't come for me because I was joking, please. Don't stick them on me, Jess. No.
I don't have to do anything.
But yeah, so they have one Young, and that's like, you know, she's getting the CF deal. She's, you know, a hot topic, etc., etc. Now, it's interesting because NewJeans, they have had a very explosive debut, but I think the problem is that, you know, they don't have a lot of time on their side. They, of course, they had their iconic surprise debut in July of 2020. With their debut album, NewJeans, they've actually already sold over 500,000 albums already. So, you know, it's that's like for one album, that's insane, especially again, nobody knew they were coming. We didn't get any like 13 years of teasers for this group. They actually currently hold the records for highest first week sales of any girl group debut album in the Hanta charts history. So, you know, that's, you know, I feel like that is predictive of that they're going to be pretty strong physically. And then it's interesting because I feel like, obviously, I wouldn't say that, well, actually, who knows? You know, like, they've only been around for a while. But, you know, I mentioned that HYBE has the 3 hits, 11 Love Dive, After Like. I feel like you could say that NewJeans technically has 3 hits in Hype Boy, Attention, and Cookie, even though Cookie's under that controversy. Like, they're pretty well received.
Is Cookie a hit?
I mean, listen. To the song Here in My Heart. Want to do a melon check?
I don't even know what it sounds like.
I forget how it sounds, honestly. I didn't like that song.
Hype Boy is more popular.
That's, you know, yeah, I definitely think Hype Boy and Attention are the 2 more popular songs, but I feel like Cookie has, people talk about Cookie. Now it might be because of the controversy, but I feel like it's somewhat talked about. My chemical hype boy, that song eats. Oh my god, right now Cookie's in the top 10. Now I think it's like zombie hours or whatever. I should probably see the daily charts or whatever, but yeah, Cookie's a decent, I feel like is a decent hit. And it's interesting because they might have not had the time to come back multiple times like IVE, but they technically have 3 songs that people would know if you like saying them. So many say that IVE is the front runner for Rookie of the Year. But do we see a situation where NewJeans could pull out a win? And if so, does anyone have like a particular award show they think that they might win over IVE at? Or we think IVE's gonna sweep? They debuted Beyonce style, true. I am a good boy.
What? Oh, never mind. No.
Oh, really? You think IVE is gonna clean up? You're just like, after I'm like, and then, and here the 4, you're like, that's nice. No.
I'm trying to think. I was gonna be like, what company is NewJeans? And then I remember it's HYBE, and IVE has Wonyoung.
And a Starship.
It's Starship, and that's Mnet. So I feel like they get Mama already.
Ooh, controversial.
Melon. It looks like they are at the top, so I think they would win Melon. So
HYBE would win Melon?
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting. Yeah, I feel like they're showing a lot of digital prowess with the fact that these 3 songs are like dancing on the charts. Yeah, I definitely think, they're at anything that will factor in like physical copies. I feel like IVE has them beat. But I do think it's interesting because I was saying this before, and I'm like, if NewJeans just debuted a little bit earlier, if we would have really got like a neck-to-neck situation. Because another thing that I think is interesting, while like NewJeans has 3 like really popular songs, they've never had to come back, right? And I do think there's a difference between having a hit song like your first impact, or having like one hit and then being able to like create that media again when you're dormant for a bit and then you come back. I do think that's a feat within itself, and not everyone can do that and like maintain, basically keeping momentum. So that is, IVE has proven they can do that 3 times, which is a hard thing to do. But I mean, the thing is, I love IVE, but I would like NewJeans to be rewarded for this insane debut, because it's literally so insane, from the fact that it's a surprise to the fact that it's like such a very interesting concept and sound, to like the fact that HYBE's about to go to jail for that cookie song. Like, so many new different things they've done, and it would just suck if that just got like I always kind of feel so bad for GFriend, because they debuted the same year as Twice, and they had like, what was it, Rough versus Cheer Up or something? And like, Rough was a huge song, but then Cheer Up came and just like gobsmacked it. And it was like, it did not mean that Rough was a good song, but if you were to look back and just look at like what the awards giving out, you would have thought that like, Cheer Up was the only girl group song that was out there. And it would suck if that happened to NewJeans, but I mean, I don't know if they would be eligible for 2020, like the next round of Rookie Awards, because they debuted so late.
Who? NewJeans?
I guess they technically didn't debut so late. That's kind of true. Yeah, mid. That's not really that late. Like NewJeans, like the award shows, 2022 award shows, if they would be eligible for the 2023 Rookie Awards or no.
I would think no.
Oh, damn. Well, girls, I tried. Well, podcast nieces will podcast niece. Listen,
I don't own them.
I'm gonna jump into
Sserafim. Come on.
Oh my god, I kind of forgot about them. I mean, they kind of ate too.
Or, NNmix.
All right, stop playing in this. Listen, don't do NNmix, Sir Mix-a-Lots like that. They're doing their best out here.
Like how it goes. Their song.
I'm trying to remember.
That one, but the first one was like pop pop pop, like that one which they
Mm-mm.
I can't even form a sentence.
Listen, NNmix, I got your back. I'm always here for the JYP girls. But let me jump into chat. Let's see. Chrissy says, have had a strong debut single that is still doing well even though it was released last year, and 2 separate smash successful comebacks. Fortunate says, I think HYBE is gonna win. We have a lot of people saying HYBE is gonna sweep. Fortunate says NewJeans, but NewJeans, they have a big hit, but Cookie's lyrics, yes, yeah, I feel like that was a bit of a damper. They still have a crazy debut worth to be rewarded. I agree. Chrissy says, but based on song quality, I have to give it to NewJeans only because HYBE, the bop of the year. Music-wise, do you have a preference between NewJeans and HYBE? You're like, none of them are aespa, so who cares?
Like, HYBE is good. I like 11. I don't know.
Oh gosh.
I don't know. I don't think I care for either one of them.
Dang!
Styles that much. I'm sorry. I actually prefer. I don't know. I guess I like 11 more. Out of all the songs that they've all released, like
we got it. Out of all of,
but I do like out of all the title, or like all the songs that I guess we talked about, like their title tracks, and then those 3 songs from NewJeans. So yeah, I think I like 11 the most, but then I do like HYBE and Attention second and third. So I don't know, I guess maybe it is NewJeans. I don't know. They're the same level to me.
Dang, okay.
I don't have a preference.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. I would say I really do like HYBE. Attention's interesting, but HYBE is really good. But I do really like 11. And funny enough, I like 11 and After Like. I don't really like Love Dive that much. I only like that narcissistic part. Like, that's the only part I really actually like. But yeah, I just feel like there's like, oh wait, is there feedback? Okay, I thought I heard myself. But there's like, I'll say that NewJeans, they do have a really fresh sound, and I really appreciated that when they debuted, and they have a fresh look too, so I think that's cool. Chrissy says, Love Dive is literally the second single of the year on Gaon chart after Tomboy, but I can see Love Dive being #1 by the end of the year since it's still in the top 10.
Tomboy. I forgot about Tomboy.
Yeah, I know. This year is so long. Let's see. And 11 is single number 7. Okay, I didn't know the specifics of the charts, so that's interesting. If you're gonna compare them, it should be IVE's first release to NewJeans, though. Well, actually, that's interesting because I was like, if you do compare them, technically NewJeans is for some reason I can hear myself. Okay, monitor's on. Okay. Well, technically, I believe NewJeans outsold IVE's first mini, which I think was only 2 songs. So, but
that's why.
Yeah.
It's like 11.
Yeah, 11's good. And I don't know how you would compare. Yeah, that's kind of hard. Music wise, I guess comparing Attention to 11, I think I like 11 better. But yeah. NNmix, I don't like their songs, sorry. Yeah, it sucks because there are like good singers in the group, you know, cool vibe. I feel like Miss Lily M was waiting 44 years for this debut. It's just that I really don't know musically what the heck JYP is trying to do.
They're trying to mix it up. They're trying. I don't know.
I was like, okay, I'm listening. I'm all ears. They need
songs in one.
They need to mix it back down because what is this? What is going on? I feel bad for them. Like, imagine debuting under this great JYP huge company and they give you, I can't even sing the song because I don't know how it goes. I forgot. That sucks though. And it sucks because, like, literally so many, like, this is not the year or the generation to slack off on your debut, because these girls are coming out with fire. Like, so many girl groups, like, over the past, like, 2-ish years or whatever, have been coming out with straight bops. It is not, nobody's gonna wait for y'all. Well, that's a lie. People are gonna wait for y'all. I feel like they sell decently physically. But, like, you know, a lot of people are bringing their A game right out the bat, so... That's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's too bad. Claire said it's the rookie of the year, not the rookie of the debut. I think that's the standard award. It should be I think that's the standard. The award should be awarded not who had the best debut. I guess that's true. You have to look at the year holistically.
Yeah.
That's true. Looking for it, but I just think it would just be a shame if NewJeans didn't get something for, like, and I'm saying this as an IVET. It's like, what are IVEs called? I'm saying this as an IVE stan, like somebody who prefers. What are they called? I really need to know these names.
Ivina.
I mean that as an Ivina. Okay. I just think it would be a shame.
They're just called Dive. What the heck?
Oh, well, I said that as a dive, y'all. I really need NewJeans to get something because it's just good music, good concept. The surprise debut, the Beyonce debut was very cool. So, and I'm looking for attention. So overall, it should be interesting. You know, I'm rooting for both girls. I'm rooting for all of them. Who else? The Sserafim, you know, keep trucking along. NNmix. We'll find your stride. JYP, get new producers. I don't know what y'all need to do, but whatever you're doing, do something else. Anyway, yeah.
Seraphim, because I actually think I like their title track more than NewJeans.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like it's more catchy. It's more my style, I guess.
That's fair.
My attention gets boring after 2 seconds for me. Like, I added it to my playlist because I thought I liked it, and then I realized, no, I like it. I like hearing clips of it, but I don't want to listen to the whole song.
Dang. It's a very simple song. Like, I can kind of see what you're saying. I kind of like the simplicity, but I can see what you're saying. I definitely think I like HYBE more than Attention.
Yeah, I think HYBE is better.
What you looking at? All right, y'all, moving on. All right, for this next topic, y'all, I was like, I haven't gotten a chance to be, actually, that's not even the next topic. Why am I lying? So y'all, I'm tired of hearing about this. I'm tired. Father, I am weary. I rest my weary hands on you.
You keep bringing it back.
Because it keeps coming back, all right? Tay Cookers, leave me alone. Like, we don't care. Nobody cares. What are the other Tay Cookers and Jay Cookers or whatever the heck? Y'all need to... It's crack. It's crack, and I'm tired of hearing about this, all right? I will say the last couple things, so... There were more things that leaked by that weirdo that keeps, I guess, hacked Jennie's whatever and keeps leaking alleged pictures of them. People still think it's Photoshop. Some people say it's real. Jas.
At this point, I kind of am like, this has to be Photoshop. Because, okay.
Okay, Tay Cooker.
No, my whole thing is like, why? If she was hacked. It's been like a month of this.
Mm-hmm.
How have they not shut it down? Shut it down.
Well, if the person hacked,
how is it still going?
If the person hacked her once and then like got all this evidence and is just like slowly and because the thing is, I remember.
How are you not finding this person?
I mean,
I would think that you would find this person and then take them to jail because that's hacking. That's illegal. So it's like, how, like, unless YG's just like, I don't even, man,
I
you do
mean,
you.
it's been going well for them to just not say anything, like not address it at all. So,
But it's just like so interesting because that's a violation of privacy. Like I remember like the whole thing with the iPhone where like all the iPhones were getting hacked, like the celebrities. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
that was a big thing. This is like the same type of level, and yet it's just like this is fine. Keep rolling it out like at your own pace. Keep those pictures. You're fine.
I don't know. Maybe they can't find. I really don't know. But like this person, I think their name is Garumi Harburo or something like that. They've been like, I've seen some stuff. Because the thing is, I just don't even want to give them attention because they're looking for attention. Because I clearly feel like some of the stuff I've been seeing floating around Twitter about like them being like, and now for my next trick. Seem deranged, and it seems like they just are looking for attention. So like I don't want to look too into it, but it seems like maybe they did some hackation, they got like a bunch of loot, and now they're just like low-key being like because like the weird thing is that like the first time the pictures will come out, it will be like bits and parts, and then it will be the full picture. So it's like they're doing teasers for this damn relationship.
That's why they only did part of the Photoshop, and they're like, all right, the other part didn't look that good, so I still gotta work on that. And then they released the second part.
Oh God, releasing some mood samplers for the damn relationship. So I'm really tired of talking about this. Apparently there is something that people think may or may not have been related to this, where Jennie's personal Instagram got like hacked apparently, or not that it got hacked, but people noticed that she unfollowed certain people and they think it has to do with the hacking and etc etc. So basically until we get to see their children, I'm a Finn. This is retired. We're no longer talking about this.
Be prepared to see this next week.
No, it's going to retirement home. Don't do this unless we have something that's relevant. This is retired. It's boring. We're over it. It's like Schrodinger's relationship. We don't know. So yeah, exactly. Let them kiss in private. We're over it. All right. So Tay Cookers, you can just act like it doesn't exist and, go back to archive of our own and leave us alone. All right. Moving on to some messy news. Now, I haven't had a good messy Twitter foolishness in a really long time. And the Lord said, you deserve, Jay. You've been waiting on this. So the messiness is, all right, so here's the tea. There's a producer named Sleep These, apparently. And so he would always pop up on my dash, like TL. And I was just like, I don't know who this person is. Why does things he say keep popping up on my dash, And it turns out, I'm a BTS stan. I follow a lot of ARMY. So it turns out the reason why he might be, somewhat relevant within that sphere is because he produced the Jungkook song called My Time. So through that, a lot of people found him. They liked the song, so they followed him. He became like a mini ARMY celebrity. Right. And so on September 21st, though, he kind of shook the table a bit when he tweeted the following. If you were at the Met Gala or New York Fashion Week longer than you were on the charts, you got to get in the studio and fix that. So.
Does that make sense? Because, like, if you're not a singer, what do we do with that information? You gotta go in the studio. Like all the models are like, oh gosh, dang it. Like, I gotta start a singing career right here now. Jump on that track with Drake.
The thing is, he followed it up with this, like a couple minutes later. He followed it up with and this is a bit of a spoiler, I guess, but labels gotta put the focus back on building artists, not musically talented influencers tied up in 360 deals. So with the musically talented influencers, there were some ruminations of who he may or may not have been referring to. Now, in this house, we blinks. So blinks don't come for me, all right? Don't come for me unless I what? Send for you. All right. But we know that the girlies often get dragged for being Instagram influencers, models, Instagram models, due to the fact that they get a lot of promotion deals, ads, campaigns, and in comparison to the amount of music they release, it's not the scales of 10. And it is not lost on me that this person being, you know, somewhat relevant in the BTS fandom kind of brings that armies versus blinks. If you like BTS, you need to hate BlackPink and vice versa. So a lot of people felt that this was a shot at BlackPink. Thoughts?
But I had... Why?
I don't know. To be fair, a lot of people in the quote tweets just being like, LOL, get 'em, you know, drag 'em. This is... I mean, the thing is, to be fair, it wasn't just like, you know, a lot of people were saying, oh, this must be BlackPink. But there are some people being like, oh, is he talking about NCT? Because I think, was it Johnny that went to the Met Gala or something? And I know one of the members went to New York Fashion Week.
I think Jenna went to New York Fashion Week, I think he was there.
Yeah, and I think Johnny went to Met Gala or someone from NCT. So there were people throwing that out and things like that. But either way, it sounded really shady and people assumed it was a shot at some K-pop groups, a handful of K-pop groups, BlackPink, NCT, etc., etc. And so, you know, the quote tweets got a little wild. Now, about an hour later-ish, he did follow it up with the following. So, I'm being messy for no reason. What is a blink and why are they mad about this? Am I missing something? And then he follows it up lastly saying, I see. I don't join in fan beefs. BlackPink has a couple songs I've heard that I like in the past. This is about record labels and their lack of artist development. Now, do we think he was being shady, but he didn't want the blink smoke, so he backed off? Or do we think he's being genuine with the fact that he wasn't actually, you know, trying to drag anyone indirectly and people just took it out of proportion because, I don't know, they wanted to film their own Stan War? Fuel their own Stan War?
I feel like they shouldn't have said anything.
At
because
all?
it kind of like looks like they're dragging their own artist. Because they literally didn't say anything. I'm sorry. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Why did I, like, honestly, reading what he said in the original tweet, I would not have been like, oh my gosh, obviously it's BlackPink. Like, no, I would not think that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of weird that they were just like, yeah, oh my gosh, he's dragging them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that could apply to plenty of people that probably went to the Met Gala and New York Fashion Week.
True. That's true.
Like you said, NCT. It could be... There were probably other people that are singers or something that went there. Like, it's just very weird.
There's plenty of American artists this could apply to. Yeah, I feel like it definitely was, because a lot of people are saying like sweeten with a smile. You're saying if the shoe fits, you know, and I think that's true. And I think that's true as if you if you were a stan of one of these groups that were allegedly being targeted and were like, oh, why are you talking about my fave? But also if you were in a rival or anti being like, oh, LOL, they're talking about this group. Like, why are you trying to take these bands' words and make them fit your own narrative, you know? So I feel like there's culprits on both sides. Like, maybe there are some people who are like, why are you like assuming he's talking about somebody that he wasn't even talking about? But then I think there are a lot of fans of groups that don't like those groups that are like, this y'all? This, like, ain't this y'all?
Yeah.
So
It's also shady.
Yeah. But I mean, I feel like he could have genuinely, because again, there's a lot of American artists that this also applies to, where like, you know, it's like, where's the music, girl?
Yeah.
where's the music? And yeah, so I feel like it was just once again somebody's words used as ammo and like a stand war. But I just thought this was really, really funny because it was just like, how, like, if this was completely just an accident, girl, how, like, what a horrible accident for it to be, like, for you not to have any idea that this is like a whole thing going on in the K-pop fandom, and you just tweet that. But yeah. No, Asha, don't get us dragged. Asha said, hold on. Blink said, we know it's true, you just can't tweet about our fam. Don't do this. Don't do this, Tess.
I mean, I'm sorry.
Don't do this.
That's kind of like the context that it's giving. By being like, why are you talking about BlackPink that way? It's like, whoa. Who said that?
That's true. I would say though, BlackPink charts well. I don't know how they chart in America, but they chart well, and they do it. Yeah.
They may release slowly, but like I thought like Ice Cream charted really well. I thought like a lot of their like some of their songs like charted well.
They chart well on my Spotify playlist. So Sweeten with a Smile says, in the stands minds, okay. Oh God, I can't read. That description fits the things that people will have been saying about BPs. So they took what they said and ran with it. That could be true. Like, you know, taking the hit dog holler. It's like, well, we can't be obtuse to the fact that a lot of people do slay BlackPink and so that they're Instagram models.
Oh yeah, that part, yeah. Like the second tweet or whatever doesn't seem like it pertains to them. I mean, not that one. The one where like the Instagram model one, I can understand like that applying to BlackPink. But the one where it's like if you haven't been charting that long.
Oh yeah.
That doesn't apply.
This one?
So
yeah. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I feel like again, it was just
like everybody at the Met Gala. To be honest, it's just like all we are fake. Get out.
It's like the person's like, I'm an actor. What do I? What?
Sing. What do you think I'm talking about?
Oh God,
you're doing it all wrong.
All right, so I just wanted to have a little musty fun there, but we can move on. All right, guys, make way for the true and real podcast boyfriend, not that crust bucket. Xiaomin.
Oh, no.
What is his name? Who cares?
The one that you're about to talk about. Yeah.
Jung Jae made history, her story, but history at the Emmys this year. So, as you can see, that is him receiving his Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series, which he swiped up on Monday, September 12th's Emmy Awards. The Squid Game director, Hwan Dong-hyuk, also won an award for top director the same night. But so let's get this straight. He's won an Emmy. He's won what was that other thing he won? A Tony? An Academy Award? He won a Tony.
Wasn't it a SAG award? I thought it was was it not Screen?
Let me see if it was a SAG. Not me not knowing.
Or Golden Globe?
Okay, he won a Golden Globe. He owns a golden robe. I saw it. I'm just kidding. So he won a Golden Globe. He owns a golden robe. He won an Emmy. He won a Tony. He's coming for that Grammy. Girl, where's the Oscar? You know what I mean? Like, it was a SAG? Okay. Yeah.
Got the primetime Emmy and the Emmy.
He got a primetime Emmy, he got a nighttime Emmy, he got all of them. And
he got the ESPY award. I don't even know when he started doing sports.
He got an ESPY for tennis, best tennis star. It's just like, when is it gonna when is the wind gonna let up? Like, it's not. And that's why he is the podcast boyfriend, because he actually provides. You see what I'm saying? He provides.
Where was he before this?
He has a very lucrative career. He was making movies before I was born, don't you know? How,
what was he doing before this award?
how many movies did Xiuminute make in 1994? I need to know. I just need to know so we can compare.
4 years old. What was he doing?
He can't work at 4? He can't talk? He can't be in a diaper commercial? Anyway. No. He's going to be in The Acolyte, as we talked about before, which is a Disney Plus production. He's getting the Disney Plus. He got the next Netflix coin, and he said, we need to go bigger this time. And he's going to get a lead role in The Acolyte, which is a Disney Plus, Star Wars. And now he has an EGOT. He's unstoppable.
I said, there's like 500 Star Wars things coming out.
How dare you?
Is this actually going to be the top one? You never know.
How dare
you? Be...
We'll make sure. We'll make sure that's impossible. That's impossible. He will never flop. But yeah, so for playing you. But yeah, so Jas and Jay is doing big things, and Squid Game 2 is coming out soon, so we'll see if he makes a cameo. We'll see what that's about. But can he go 2? Can he go 2 years in a row for this next Squid Game? Who knows? But we'll find out. All right. So I just wanted to real quick, check in on the Real Podcast Boyfriend, see how he's, providing for us. And we can move on. All right, y'all, that is it for the hot topics. Next, we are going to talk about these comebacks, because there's been a lot of comebacks, and we just wanted to make sure that y'all knew our opinions on it. So first, a bit old. Well, no, it's not that old. It's like 9 days old. We have to talk about. Yeah, it's about 9. I think that's what I saw when I looked it up. It's about 9 days old. I don't think I wrote the date there. I should have, though. But yeah, so BlackPink came back with their long-awaited mini album with the title track Shutdown. Let's just right off the bat, what do we think?
It is. Sorry, it is all right.
Just all right? You hear this, Blinks? Lean in. Just all right?
Yeah.
Dang.
It's not bad. It's a song.
Blinks.
I like the like the one thing where they do the shutdown.
Mm-hmm.
They do like an arm thing.
Yeah.
I like that. But yeah.
Unfortunately, no, it's fine. Unfortunately, as the resident Blink on this podcast, I would have to say, throw it in the trash. This was boring.
Oh, that was worse than me.
Listen, I have the Blink armor. I have the Blink armor, so I can be a bit more harsh.
I missed out on that.
I will say it's interesting because it's not that I loved Pink Venom or something, but it's just like Pink Venom seemed more like it had more of a presence and was more of a title track than this. I had originally said when I watched on stream, on my Twitch stream, by the way, twitch.com/TV, I don't even know the link, y'all. Pink Cloud. When we watched it there, I mentioned how I was like, this seems like a B-side. Like, it's not really giving main character energy. I recant that statement. It's giving interlude energy. It's giving outro energy. It's not even, and you know what? Not even just because I just don't think it's that impactful of a song, because it's like 2 nanoseconds long. Like, they love these microscopic ass songs. It's like
2 minutes and 30 seconds or something. I was like, you just want the play. I
was like,
what is this?
What? It was, and I think one of the things that kind of like jumped out at me is that like nothing was catchy to me. There's not usually when I listen to a BlackPink song, it's usually Lisa and Jennie with their rap verses that get me at some point where I'm just like, oh, gotta replay that again. Nothing in the song made me want to replay it again. And I was like, dang, what's going on? Like, it just was underwhelming. I'm sorry. And I feel like it didn't go anywhere. Like, at least, they usually end like their like songs with like a boom, boom, dance break or whatever, and it just did not go anywhere for me. Which sucks because I did really like that like string thing, like the strings. I do like it sounded really different from like.
Is this the one with the dun 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 dun? What's the one that has a dun 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 dun?
From BlackPink?
Yes, I swear they have a song that goes like that. I might have made that up.
I was like racking my brain.
Oh, I forgot what this song sounds like. I just played it. Sorry.
Oh, this Shutdown song. Oh my god. I was like,
forgot what the background sounded like, but what is it? What's the other one? Pink Venom.
Pink Venom. It's that Pink Venom.
What the Vietnamese?
Let's see. Chrissy says Pink Venom is catchier. Break says Pink Venom definitely was better. IDK, what is with Shutdown? And I'm really trying to like it. Chrissy says the consensus is shut it off. Dang! Chrissy really said.
They didn't even vote yet.
Yeah,
it's already
take it away. Ooh, okay. Pepper Queen says, hi, Pepper Queen. Says their album left no impression. Listened to it once and had no desire to listen to it again. And I think that's the worst. No, because the thing is, I'm feeling that exact way about Shutdown. And I feel like that's the worst. Like, at least if something's like chaotically bad, you can be like, let me run that back, because I don't even think my brain could rap. But when you listen to it and you have no desire to replay it, that's just not a great sign. Yeah. It needs to. It's time to simmer in YG's dungeon. The girls look big, beautiful grounds. That is very true. All right, guys. So we're gonna have a vote.
That's another thing. I was like, they're like out here saying this is the most expensive video, but I was just like, why? Like, why do they spend their money on things that they don't need to spend their money on?
Exactly.
It's like, while nice to look at, it was just like, where'd the money go? Like, it just, you didn't need to do, like, you didn't need a real tank.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, you didn't. You didn't need a real any of it. Like, the things that they put it in, I was just like, the money in, I was just like, this is just for show that you have money.
Put it in to Teddy's severance package, because he need to pack it up after that one. I'm sorry. Okay?
No, not his severance package.
You gotta go.
No.
All right, I don't know what's going on with him, but he's gotta go.
I feel like we're out here. At this point, he has to be told. Like, there has to be something where he's being told that he has to make short songs that sound the same. Or not even, this one sounds different, I will say.
Yeah.
It's just not, it's just short, and it's, as you said, it doesn't go anywhere.
Exactly. Like, it's so unfortunate that this
short.
Probably. And it just sucks because it is really, like I said, I really love the string. I thought it sounded very different from BlackPink song, but unfortunately that did not make it interesting. Which sucks, because it's like, you know, if they were going to try something different, I want to be able to support that. So it really does suck. Before we vote though, I did want to give a little bit of dramatic tea that came out of this music video. So one of the things that kind of stood out to a lot of people is that if you watch the music video, it makes a lot of allusions, I guess, and it pays homage to a lot of their past videos. You see certain things like Lisa's like knife from, I think, I can't name them. There's like the knife, the tank, the world from Whistle, and things like that. And so people thought it was interesting that in this video they would pay homage to their old videos, because that's usually things something you would do if you're like, if it's like a, you know, 15th anniversary, or you're paying homage, or there's some like particular significance with the video. And so with that, a lot of people deduced that this might be one of, if not the last BlackPink video. People are saying they're finna disband. This is the farewell video, and they were looking back following. They're out of here. They're looking back.
I thought like maybe a new chapter where they get rid of Eddie, and then they actually do 3-minute songs. Yeah.
We've gone into our 3-minute era. Keep up, y'all. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I did think it was cool that they were making illusions, but then I was like, yeah, that does seem like something you would do if it's like a particularly significant come back and you're trying to like reminisce or fondly look on something. So I can see people's but I think they'll never actually disband. Like even if they stop releasing music frequently, or well, they never did, but like if they stop,
I was gonna say frequently.
if they
do that first.
If they stop releasing music, I feel like they'll never actually formally disband. I feel like that just is not what needs to happen or whatever. Like it just doesn't make any sense. All right, guys, I'm about to give out a poll where I am asking, did we think that BlackPink's Shutdown was a flop or bop? You can be honest. This is a safe space. I will protect you from the blinks.
Everybody knows who's voting for what, just so you know.
Really?
They know your address.
I was like, huh? Now I am obligated to tell the head blink national convention, you know, about this. So I do have your social security numbers.
She's actually reporting this back to them.
They're actually watching this live stream feed, so I will be. Did I put a time cap? We'll give it a couple more, or we'll give it a one more minute. But yeah, I'm sorry, girls. I wanted to love this, but unfortunately, it wasn't in the stars for me. But you know, I still love BlackPink. I still think they make really catchy songs. They always serve looks. They spend $3 million on their music videos, and that makes it good. So, no, just kidding. But yeah, I love BlackPink. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna end the poll here, and it looks like, I mean, closer than I thought. It seems like 2/3 of the people think it's a flop, and 1/3 think it's a bop. So unfortunately, we are gonna have to make this a certified flop.
She didn't even have a bop on there. She was already ready to put bop.
I'm sorry. Listen, Blinks. It wasn't me. I tried to fight for our girl's honor. You can downstairs right here. That's it. But yeah. Unfortunately, it is a flop. I'm sorry, y'all. All right, moving on. All right, y'all. I wanna love these girls down because they're talented. They're JYP, and I love me some JYP girl groups. But NNmix, they're out here fighting for their lives, and it's not even their fault. It's JYP giving them these messy songs. Like it's like they are anti-success. They don't want them to succeed. But yeah, you know, they are kind of being the JYP group. I feel like they are very much in that, you know, who are the top rookies who are leading the fourth generation of girl groups discussion. But essentially, in my opinion, with their first single, it didn't really grab people. Now, I'm looking here, and they almost sold 500,000 with their first album, Admire. So physically, they're not doing too shabby. But, you know, in terms of like performance for especially a JYP girl group, I don't think their first single did so well. So that's all to say that this next single, Dice, a lot of people were very much anticipating it because they were like, is it going to be another not very great song? Is it going to be something we like? Jasmine, I'm going to let you start by singing the chorus of the song. Just kidding.
Wait.
Don't try to listen and sing it.
Oh my gosh, how was the chorus not? That's how it goes.
Thank you, Jazz.
2 seconds, because that's the only 2 seconds I heard.
Thank you for your interpretation. We appreciate it, Sister Jazz. Thoughts?
Yeah, this song was it was better than the first one.
I agree. Improvement, which is good. I feel like improvement is good.
Yeah. I just don't. I get the whole entire thing of like they're doing a mix of 2 songs, but like it's like, and this one was less jarring, and it was like the 2 songs were more cohesive than the other, like the last song, oh whatever. Those were 2 different songs. Like I don't know. They went from like, let's be like girl punk or whatever, and then go to like Twice. Like, it just didn't make any sense. But this one, I was like, it kind of stayed, but it was still like the chorus. I don't know. It was just not as memorable as I would like it to be.
Yeah, I think that's fair. So wait a second, because Chrissy, you just dropped a bomb on me.
Mm-hmm.
Chrissy says, let me pull it up. Chrissy says, they tried, but I think they need to drop the mix concept unless it's going to be I Got a Boy iconic. So I did not realize that that's what the mix was for, and that's why their songs always sound like 17 songs in one.
Yeah.
I did not realize that.
That be N. NX. There's two X's, right, in the mix. So just be NX.
You can take that advice for free, JYP. But yeah, I feel like I just mimic everything you said. It was a lot more cohesive this time, but it wasn't as memorable. I actually quite like the big wave, whatever she says.
I didn't hear this part that you keep saying. I do not remember this.
It's a bit of iconicry. Like, I think that part really snatched me. But the overall song, I wasn't too interested in it. I mean, the outfits were really nice. I really liked this scene. Although I will say I don't think it fit this outfit concept really fit the music video. But
that's another thing. I was like, what are y'all look like? I like their like, especially in the picture right here. I like Lily's outfit. Like, I like the outfits. It was just like, what is going on? Like, you're out here like trying to sound hardcore and like different parts, but you're out here like in these colorful pop like outfits, and it just seemed like very, what is going on?
Yeah, it just sucks. I really do want to like them because I do like, you know, their look, their like vocal sound. I think they sound nice. It just is not giving whatever they think they're trying to give. I'm sorry. It's. Yeah, Chrissy says, but the girls are talented. JYP's messing them up. It's true. Yeah.
Another thing was that, like, for this one, I noticed this, but I also didn't know that it was like only one person. But like, it seemed like they focused on one girl. Like, I think she had like one, like the dance break. She had something like where it was just like,
Xiuminute. Yeah, Xiuminute.
And I was like, I saw like Lily like once. I was like, I don't know where any of these other members are. Like, it just seemed like,
I know that Xiuminute is supposed to be like the face. Like, she's like the visual type, and even if you look at the music video, she's the screenshot of the music video, and I know that usually means something. But to NNmix fans, do they have a particular bad problem with like making it the Xiuminute show? Like, usually, I don't know. I just, yeah, I did notice that she was like, it was very focal on her as well, but I don't know. Like, it's, girl, we don't like, yeah, she's very pretty, like, it's great, but we just wanted good music. Like, you can have the most beautiful person in the group, but if like the music isn't good, I'm not listening. Sorry. But yeah, they really gave ITZY Put My Sneakers On. I actually like that song. I'm shocked that it's that popular. Not because I like.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
I'm just surprised.
Where the outfits and the whole entire thing was just like, what is this?
True.
Like, you guys are talking about sneakers, but you're like royalty or something. It was like, what is going on? True.
I don't know. And I'm like, out of all the ITZY songs, yeah, like Mafia,
they roll for like what an outfit looks like, and then they roll for another, like what the song's gonna sound like, and they just hope that it like is cohesive.
True. I don't get it. But overall, I'm going to start this poll. Overall, do we think that NNmix's Dice is a bop or a flop? Now, I probably should put something in the middle, but bop or flop.
I was gonna say, this is definitely in the middle.
But if you had to do one or the other, because I'm making you choose, and I will be, sending this to Mix mix sites, so they will know your social security number, and they will probably get you. So just make sure.
I call it a flop because like
it's not about
flopped in making me forget their first song. It brought me back, and I was like, I remember this.
Oh God.
You mix it up in the middle of these songs, just like that first song you did.
Oh gosh. I still think that it was an improvement in terms of the mix. Mix Inc. will be getting a copy of your test results, and
my test results.
They'll be grading them actually. So
wow.
Yeah, I don't know. They'll be grading what you answer.
It's a flop. That's wrong.
Exactly. There's only one right answer, and y'all all got it wrong by what I'm seeing here. All right, I'll give it a couple more seconds.
Oh no!
Did you vote, Jazz?
Yes, I think it was. Well, on my screen, I was the first person to vote.
You're like flop. You heard that, Minx Inc. That's what she's working with. All right, I'm gonna end the poll here, and it did end with you guys voting flop. Now, I'm not saying y'all are mean, but I don't know.
Someone vote flop to make it look nice.
Not even one of y'all can vote. Oh my God, I'm sorry, mixed stands. I really am trying to be a better person. I'm trying to live a more fruitful life, but these people keep bringing me down with their negativity. I would have voted flop, but I can't tamper the votes, unfortunately. So this is how. Okay, well, it's an official flop. I'm so sorry, NNmix. It's okay. Not whelp.
I don't know what else you can say.
All right, y'all. Moving on to something that I think, because I think we might just be having a flop ass night. I'm so sorry. Moving on, we have one NCT 127 with two baddies for emphasis, one Porsche. Or how I like to two baddies, one Porsche. I'll say the brainwashing experiment was complete, because for whatever reason I like this song. Now, I will take the L in stride, but there's something just intoxicating about being in your car, windows rolled down, having this blasting, and being two baddies, one Porsche, and being like, I don't know what the hell that means. I don't know why you had to say two baddies twice, but I'm here for it.
You and your guy or your girl.
A double date?
Duh.
Cause what is this song? It's garbage. It's the R&B parts are good.
The vocals are great.
Okay, that's true. That's fair. People are gonna say we're misogynistic for calling this noisy ass song good.
Well, I am known to be a boy band lover, so it's boy group lover.
Oh God, the girl group stands are gonna oust me. I'm sorry. Okay, the heart ones with the heart ones. I loved the concept. I loved the colors. I loved, they always got an R&B breakdown part, and it makes no sense, but it always hits. And yeah, the two baddies. Mark kills it, as he always does. I don't know. I'm just a mess. I just like songs like these, really messy energy songs that are very dance focused and heavy. I'm sorry. Because
it's you could just, I don't know, dance around. I don't even know. I don't even know. It's just a vibe. It's just, as you said, you could just drive down the street with it. You're like, yeah, you feel good. I think that's what a lot of SM groups are going for. aespa is the same for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's Savage wasn't the I don't know, if you first listen to it, it's not the best song, but it's like also just a song. It's like, oh, you feel like, I don't know, it's a vibe.
No, I get it. It's like it should be bad, but for some reason it's just hitting for whatever reason. I mean, I say it's brainwashing, but you know, we'll just let people think that they have their own free will. You know, that feels better. Yeah, exactly. All the cringy parts for whatever reason hit. And I don't know what that, it's part of the voodoo. It's part of, they have voodoo dolls of a song.
It's the way they look. It's the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's like two baddies, one Porsche. You know, you're just like sitting there like, I can do that dance. I can do that.
It's too cringe. Like what? Oh my god, that's true though. Oh my god. You really have to admire how talented NC is for making these trash songs pop.
They can do it.
It's just oh my god. It's too good. Ooh, Sweetened with a Smile says, I can't get with S, but personally.
Ooh. Well, you're missing out. That's all I gotta say. You're missing out.
Oh, we have fun over here. Y'all make me want to listen to it. It's very fun. I think it's quite a fun song. So
I'm literally just saying it. It's literally just two baddies, one Porsche.
Pretty much. You want to ride these wheels. Ah! Oh god. So I'm just gonna put this up to the community vote. What do y'all think about this song? I feel like it's been positive in chat, but I won't be surprised if we see some negative votes, because you know we gotta have our dignity, ladies and gentlemen. Several bodies, two Porsche.
Baddies, one Porsche.
Two baddies, one Porsche. Several baddies, and don't forget your Porsche. Two baddies, one Porsche. No mu nege we. Ooh, okay. Mostly bop. This is really gonna. Oh my god, are we misogynistic? This is our first bop of the night.
Is this misogynistic? Or is it just like skill? They just have a skill.
Oh my god! Now we're really gonna get dragged.
Needs to tap into it. They haven't found it yet.
Listen, girl group stand Twitter. I love y'all. You know, that's my home base. You know, love you. Two baddies, from Porsche.
BlackPink couldn't help what they had. It's just what they had.
Ooh, wait.
NNmix is
what?
Oh.
Mix sites. The mix sites and the blink sites are gonna get us. Oh, uh-oh. I'll give it a couple more minutes to see. Flop, bop. It might be our first flop. Somebody call their auntie that hates NCT to even the scores. Or it might be a flop. Flop? I'll close it right before it gets too bad. Don't worry. This is a conspiracy. They've brainwashed me. All right. I think I'm gonna wrap up the thing. And based on the end of the poll, it looks like this is our first bop of the night. Ooh, look at Mark's head in the middle of the bop thing. His head outsold. Yeah, sorry, girl group stand.
Of course he's in this center.
King! Of course the two you can see clearly are Taeyong.
Oh god.
First bop.
Who's the one that's blocked?
Oh, okay, that's what I thought. Okay, Johnny, give us a little. Speaking of,
Johnny's been, I don't know, he's been doing stuff.
Something.
My abs. Looking good. He went to Met Gala.
But apparently, according to that guy, he's not on the charts long enough, so it doesn't matter.
No. When you look like that, do you need to be on the charts long enough? I took a picture with Bella Hadid.
Think about it. Think about it.
I mean, I don't know what that means, but like, he did it.
I was gonna say, I guess. All right.
She's a model.
All right, guys. So that is it for our comeback section. However, we cannot finish this without
the real podcast boyfriend.
Fake. He's not the real one. I just realized I didn't bring. Oh my god, my Xiuminute screen. I don't know where it is.
Sabotage.
Xiuminute. All the girls in the place love Xiuminute in your face. Shaking now, shaking now. He washed my sins away. All right, take it away.
Just like Young's like rolling over in his sleep. Like, what is this? Stop bringing up this song.
She washed my sins. Do you guys know what that's from? I feel like you do.
Years ago,
Get over it. All right, guys, it's time for the Xiuminute. We're talking about one Xiumin brand new news. Jas, do you want to go through the? Literally, there's so much. Xiumin's eating good. I'll admit. Like I thought that I was flexing with that thing, Emmy, but Xiumin is putting in work. All right, Jas.
All right. So Xiumin is coming out with his first solo album on Monday at 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, but 5 p.m. Korean Standard Time. So I don't know what that means in any other time zones, but that is that.
Figure it out.
But it's like a mini album, and he has one song called Feedback. I believe it has Mark from NCT in it.
Ooh.
Which is such a cute little throwback because they've known each other since Mark was like younger and joined SM, which is so cute. Then we have the retro ballad, which is called Love Letter, and we have Serenity, which was already released before. Like he's performed it for like the past year already. So, but the title track is called Brand New, and he released like a little teaser clip of how it sounds. And I'm excited. And he looks good. I will say I was against it. I was against how he was looking. He was showing his body too much.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's in his thought era or slut era.
But in the actual music video, he has a shirt on. So I was like, all right, it's fine. You can take the shirt. He can take shirt off, but like sometimes it's like it's a little too much. Conservative, save that. Anyway, he also was on SM's what's it called? They have like I guess first we'll go with
I can go to that one.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
The photo, what? How dare you? How dare
bad.
He had a photo shoot with First Look. Now you're trying to. How dare you? And he looks good, and that's all I have to say about that.
Look at him. Oh, look at his big Ariana Grande sleeves. All right. Coming for Ari's crown. Coming for Ari's crown. He looks like I don't know why I think he looks like G-Dragon, but
he does. No, sometimes he does.
That's weird.
There's some pictures from the teasers that I was like, all right, I get it. You're trying to be G-Dragon 2.0. Anyway,
oh my god!
Like he also was on SM's. They have like a show, I guess, called like Alcohol Street Fighter, and he was on it with Heechul, Kangta, and Doyoung from NCT, and it was pretty. I didn't get to actually really watch it. I like saw little clips of it because the video that I saw, like the actual episode, didn't have
subs.
Yeah, it wasn't subtitled. So I'm waiting for that, but like it was pretty cute. There was like a little clip where Heechul was like, "Oh, it's like he like pointed at Kangta. He was like, we have the great grandfather, we have the great great grandfather," and he pointed at himself as like great grandfather. Xiumin was like he was the grandma for some reason, and Doyoung was the mother. But like I was like, okay,
what?
I don't know.
Why is the change?
Like it's like different generations. Like whole thing.
So weird.
Actually pretty funny from what I saw. Like he was like he did a minute long thing of like explaining the NCT comeback, NCT 127 comeback, and like Xiumin was like, did you like memorize that? Because you said it like so like, fast. And he was like, no, this is all I have to do, or something. Like, it was like something where he was just like, I have to be here.
It's like, I'm unemployed, so I don't know what.
So
that's cute.
Look out for his comeback. Oh, not comeback. His actual, I guess, debut as a soloist on Monday. It sounds pretty good from what I've heard already. And yeah.
All right, guys.
Also, wait, how did I forget this? He actually was casted in a new drama. And it's like, I think from what I read, it is going to be about like retired idols that start like a coffee shop or something, or they start a store.
This is so
like
intricate.
Someone else that I know, another idol, I think, is also going to be in it. I can't remember who it was.
Moon Hee-jun?
No, hold on.
Baby, are you ready? While you look that up, I wanted to point out that I noticed in the teaser, there's like a part where he has like a little ice cube thing in reference to the little EXO powers, and I was like, oh, the fact that he's still keeping that alive is cute.
Well, I mean, like, they've been trying. Like, I remember at the end of Kai's last music video, they referenced that Dio and Xiuminute were gonna come by showing their powers.
Oh, that's so cute. That's how they referenced it. Oh, let me go back and watch
Dio's.
The guy
from Monster X, the water bottle guy, Hyungwon.
Oh, King, love him.
Yeah.
Hopefully he recreates that water bottle scene.
It's called Boston Mart. I don't know when it's coming out. Oh, it looks like it's coming out next year. So yeah, he's out here making bank. So stop trying to say he's broke.
Oh, meow, meow, meow. All right, and we will be officially retiring him. We're retiring Jasmine, and surprisingly enough, he's also going to jail. So.
Because he's so great. I know. He can't handle it. No, he's doing too much. Too much.
Oh, okay. So that is all we actually, is it? Yep, that is all we have for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to thank you kindly for joining us in this Sleepy Idol bar. But before we go, Jazz, is there anything you would want to like tell the people how you feel?
About what?
I don't know. About the economy, society.
Global warming, guys.
Climate change.
I will say, I did finish, I think the last time I said I was watching, what's the show? Alice in Borderland. And I finished it. Pretty good show. I think there's a new season. I think they're going to do a second season.
Really?
I think. Because they have to. Like, the ending, I was like, there's no way. It was a good show. But I need to pencils. I was like pointing earlier. I was like, I need to stop. But yeah, that was a good show. I need to watch Squid Game. It's never gonna happen.
I'm finna retire you.
So I'm going to try.
Okay. Yes. You better. I'll be so mad because Jung Jae put his neck, his foot, his bones into that, you know?
My body was there.
Let me retire you.
Oh, he's retired?
No, I'm retiring. Stop. Don't move. I'm retiring you until you watch Squid Game. Look at me moving a whole different thing. I ruined so dark. I ruined the whole scene. So Jazz is just like, she's retired for that one. But yeah, for me, guys, thank you guys so much for joining the stream. Really fun, really nice to see some new and old faces in the podcast. Yes, we streaming. So thank you guys so much. I'm gonna ask you before we go if you could give the video a little like, just tickle the thumbs up real quick. Give that a little tickle. Touch the thumbs up like this if you're on like an iPad or something where it's like touchscreen. If you enjoyed the stream, it always helps to like know what you guys like, and what you don't. And also I do stream like 3-ish times a week, in addition to the Sleepy Idol. So I usually do that on Twitch, so go ahead and follow my Twitch.
Stream in the morning one day?
I did, because I had off that morning because I was going to the doctor's. I like morning streams.
I came up and I was like,
somebody hacked me.
I'm at work. Like, what are we doing? What's going on? Do you not have work? Is it a holiday? Did I miss something?
Well, I'm trying to find a way to stream more in the morning because I actually quite like streaming in the morning. Like, it's just very refreshing to have like the like sunlight, illuminating my stream room instead of like the 8 different lights I have. And so like I was thinking of like doing what was it? Like during my lunch break, doing like a quick hour stream where I can just like game a bit. Because I'm so obsessed with Disney Dreamlight Valley. I love that. It's this new, Danny didn't know about it either, which I was shocked. It's basically this new game. It's like an early access right now, but it comes out for free next year, and it's basically like an Animal Crossing mixed with Kingdom Hearts because it has like all the dings.
So is this like
Toonland? Toonland? You mean Toontown?
Toontown, there we go.
A little, I guess. I mean, you can't play with people, like you just play by yourself, I think, at this point.
It's for kids.
How dare you? Maybe. No, it's for adults. Literally, the only people I've seen playing it are adults. It's for adults! I swear! Liam, best man, best mod. All right, yeah, sorry, Liam. We're about to end, but, thank you for stopping by. So, you don't gotta get home. You don't have to go home. I promise you. But you gotta get the heck out of here. All right, guys. Last call. The bar is closing up. Take your last shot. Let me real quick do my last shot. Oop, not the thing being closed. Some ASMR for you.
My ears are bleeding.
Not blood. Thank you guys.
Character? Oh, I'll ask later.
Oh. And see you guys next time on the Sleepy Idol. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I'm just trying to change it up. Mwah, mwah, mwah. What is that thing that they do? What is this?
I hate that.
I don't know what
it's
it is.
It looks like you're trying to be a chipmunk or something.
Poorly. Like, what? It's not cute.
The skeleton of a chipmunk.
All right, everyone. See ya. You want to say bye, Jess? See ya.
No.
Oh, I'm kidding. Jess hates her. That's why I tried to retire. Let me try to retire her again. There we go. No. Not you ducking.